Last week, we kicked off our tutorial on building a simple fasting app using Cursor and React Native. We went through how to write a tasks.md file that the Cursor could use to generate the entire app from scratch. We also got the app up and running in an iOS simulator so that we could play with it immediately. This week, we're taking things a step further. The app works, but it doesn't look quite right. We're going to focus on tweaking the UI, refining the layout, styling, and interactions to get it clean, polished, and professional. So without further ado, let's dive in and make this app look excellent. The first step to improving your app's UI is to find a product with a design you admire, something clean, intuitive, and polished. I'm making a fasting app. This is the app that I'm working on right now, and the aspiration product that I'm referencing to is called Zero. So the goal for the tutorial is to get the UI of my app to look as close as possible to the reference product. To improve the UI, the most effective approach is to tell Cursor what exactly needs to be changed using natural language, and also upload a screenshot for it to reference. Looking at the homepage, the biggest difference between my app and the reference app, which is Zero, is the circular bar in the middle of the screen. So I just describe what I want using natural language. So in Cursor, I say, make the circular progress bar larger, thicker, and move it towards the center of the screen. Inside it, say 16 hours, and below it, say edit go. And below it, say please use this screenshot as a visual reference. And don't forget to attach your visual reference. Now let's press enter and see what Cursor does for us. So here, Cursor has finished the change. Now let's take a look. So apparently this looks much better than what we had before. And from here onwards, we can even make more changes. For instance, looking at the reference image, there is this thin line across the circle. So let's add the thin line. Again, let's use natural language. So inside AI pane, I say, look at the reference image. There is a thin line inside the circle. Can you add this for me as well? And enter. Okay, Cursor has added a line inside the circle, but it's not quite right yet. Let's continue using natural language to make it look right. Okay, Cursor finished editing. Let's take a look at the results. Okay, this looks way better than where we started. But of course, it's not perfect yet. The thickness of the circle is not what we wanted. We'll keep refining the rest of the UI using natural language prompts. I won't go through every single component, but you get the idea. Okay, now the circular bar has been modified to match the reference app. Let's continue. The second part I want to change is the top of the app where it shows a calendar. I want to make sure these little circles are added below the dates. Oh, and don't forget to save your progress to GitHub periodically. Okay, the home page is more or less done. Now let's move on to the Me page. For the Me page, I wanted to make it look as close to the reference as possible. So after we finish it, it should look much nicer. Let's begin. Okay, the Me page has been more or less done. Let's now move to the Explore page. So on the Explore page, I want to include a series of challenges, i.e. achievements that the user can strive for. Let's begin. Okay, the Explore tab has been completed. Let's continue. Now we have all three pages in the app roughly in place. The next thing we do is to polish the UI to make the entire app look more refined. So there are two things I'm going to do. First, I'm going to take a look at the color palette to ensure the color are more consistent across different tabs. And second, we'll add subtle animations between tabs to make transition feel more smoother and more engaging. Alright, these 3 pages of UI are ready to go. And honestly, I think they look pretty good. The transition feels very smooth, and overall, the app is starting to look legit. So I'm going to pause here in this video, We mainly focus on using cursor to edit the UI, and in the next one, we'll dive into functionality and make sure everything works as intended. So stay tuned.